Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's Wednesday, March 26, 2025. As if you guys have seen, we've started the week back-to-back losers here. 2 red days in a row. The most red days we've had in March, and they've been consecutive. It is what it is. As I keep preaching here in this channel, the one thing we control is our process and our mind. We're here to focus on that. We're not worried about the wins and losses, 100% focused on the process. And today's a new day filled with new opportunities, and we're here to capitalize on these opportunities. Whatever happened yesterday, whatever happened the day before, it is what it is. The losses happened. Today we're coming here with the same process, and we're going to make sure we stay patient, disciplined, and we execute on our setups once they present themselves. So let's take a look at the charts. Let's see what levels we got and any possible trades we take. All right, guys, here we are back on the chart. As you guys know, every single day we follow the same exact process. ES on the left side and Q on the right, both hourly charts. We go ahead and we start off by marking out the session high of the day all the way up here on ES, and the session low on the day all the way down here on ES, and then the 50% retracement, which is our orange line that we have marked out every single day. Same process on NQ, right? Session low was just created right now. Session highs, 1700 it was created. Again, on my time, Pacific Standard Time. And we mark out any major pivots that have occurred on the hourly. We have a couple of them, buy side liquidity up here and sell side liquidity down here that I was hoping price would push down towards and tap into, but we did not get that yet. So now we're waiting. And the same thing on ES. We have a ton of sell side down here that we could wait on. And now that price created a new session low on the day. I am expecting a price to come into the 50% retracement. If price gives a tap of the 50% retracement and a decent setup, I'll be interested in a short here and a continuation down to this pivot point that we have marked out. So those are my levels for today. We'll see what wants to get tapped into. I called them out here. I'll go ahead and update you guys whenever there's a setup that presents itself and any possible setups we take. So I'll be right back. I went too fucking far. Shit. I'm gonna wait. That's a shame. All right, guys, so you guys saw my previous call out here. I wanted this short continuation move down towards the lows again. Unfortunately, this candle failed to close right below, and this candle came in and closed below it. And at this point, this is too far removed and too close to this hourly pivot that I might have marked out here on the chart. So I did not take this trade. Again, we look for reasons why not to enter the trade, and since this hourly pivot is right here, I'm expecting price to potentially bounce off of this and continue higher. So there's no point for me to jump in on a short with not enough TP in the way for it to make the full plus to our target. I don't control the markets, and price can just continue pushing lower for the rest of the day. But since I have this level here, I don't want to be taking trades into my level. I want to be taking trades away from my level. So for that reason, we did not jump into this trade. It's a setup. I called it out earlier, but we got to stay patient, make sure we stay disciplined, and we execute the plan to the best of our ability. So I'll let you guys know. Maybe there's a potential long here, potential long off of this line. ES maybe wants to come tap down here. We have a ton of options here, so we don't need to rush anything. There will be more setups, more trades to come. So yeah, I'm entering that. Let's see how this one plays out. All right, guys, so we are long on this setup. Let me go ahead and explain the trade and the reasoning why. As I called out earlier, there's a bunch of sell side liquidity here on the charts. As you guys see, price is kind of just sold through all of this, came down, tapped into this hourly pivot we have here marked out and into a 4-hour gap. So that's double the confluence. So we're expecting here potential bounce up and move to the upside. So for that, the candle that closed here price has been chopping around here. The candle that closed barely closed above, but again, you guys know the rules. If it is a setup, we're gonna make sure we execute and let the probabilities play out. So we are in on this one, currently facing a little bit of drawdown, but it is what it is. We don't control the process or what happens while in the trade. All we control is the process to execute and make sure we follow the plan. So I'll go ahead and update you guys here in a little bit, see how this play finishes out, and let you guys know what the outcome is. I'll be back. All right, guys, so we entered the trade, as you guys see here. It was a quick stop out. Price gave the valid setup. Again, if we're expecting a continuation here to the downside, we're expecting price to come here, tap into this level, and continue a sell-off here. And once I get the bullish candle that closes above this gap, again, that's my trigger entry. And we're making sure we execute on all the valid setups that present themselves. And I went in. Price came back, took me out for full -1 loss. It is what it is. But the one thing, I only entered, I don't know, had trade copier issues, only entered on one, my lead account, and the other accounts didn't get in. So probably a good thing, but took that hit on that one account, and all of my lead accounts have not taken a single trade, so I had to go fix the trade copier, and we'll see if any other setups present themselves. All right, guys, possible NQ long here. All right, we are in on this trade. Okay, so price has been literally free falling the whole day. It's given a couple bounces here and there, but not much in terms of anything I could take other than the first entry you guys saw me take. And currently dropped down to another pivot of mine. You guys see it marked out here on the chart. And the 3 minute gave a nice little gap here. Nice, how many point gap is this? 8 point gap there. And once price closed above, we took it for long. All the other fair value gaps towards the downside have been rejecting and continuation. So this is the first fair value gap that's got inversed. And again, you guys know the model. Once it gets inversed, once I get the valid setup, I have no other, can't make any excuses, can't do anything else. I got to make sure I execute on the trade, all right? So we'll be back. I'll update you guys here, and I'll let you guys know how it plays out. All right, guys, so here we are back on the charts. As you guys see here, trade ended up working against me. It looks like the sellers are just in the market today. It's just a continued sell-off. We're currently at minus 2% now. It is what it is. Solid trade, solid setup. It just didn't work in my favor there. So I might consider one more trade here, depending on if I get a valid setup. I might not. The way the price action is just going, we really don't have much in terms of levels here. As you guys see, it just kind of sold off the last few hours, actually the whole day. Don't have much in terms of levels. The only thing I'm thinking here is the 4 hour. If price could sweep below 4 hour, give a nice gap there and a potential setup, I'll be interested in the 4 hour potentially pulling back into the zone, into the range, 50% level. That's what I'm considering. That's what I'm thinking if we get a setup. If not, then I'm okay with just waiting until the 50% retracement gets tapped into, or potentially ending the day there with a minus 1 hour on the day. So I'll go ahead and update you guys here in a bit, see if I get anything, or if that's the end for the day. All right, guys, here we are, set up there. We are in. I'm gonna go ahead and just. All right, you guys heard that one. That is my fund of futures account no longer existing, unfortunately. Okay, guys. So here we are. Actually, for this one, we'll have to zoom all the way out to the daily. On the daily, you guys see what the damage has done. NQ today's just been selling off. I think the lowest was minus 2.10%. As you guys see here, this is the daily on the previous candle. Again, I used the hourly, the 4 hour, and the daily. Once price came down here, gave the sweep here. Price, again, this is what I look for, right? If price wants to continue the sell-off, it's going to come here, reject, and then push lower. That's what price attempted to do. And then price came up here and closed above it and gave this is the confirmation. This is my entry model, and this is why I entered the trade, because it's showing me that the buyers are in the market and price wants to potentially move up. So I am in the trade. Waited pretty long for this one. We'll see how it wants to play out here, and I'll go ahead and update you guys. I'll let you guys know. All right, guys, so we're still in the trade. Price went against me there for a little bit, currently going in my favor. But as you guys see on the time here, 12:45. If you guys have been around for a little bit, you guys know that around 12:45, I like to, if I'm in a trade, I like to move my stop loss to break even due to the market on closing balance that comes out at 12:50. 12:50 is pretty volatile. Price tends to move pretty strong towards one direction or another, and it's kind of a gamble. And if I'm in the trade, I like to just move my stop loss to break even just to help reduce risk or anything crazy if price wants to go and gets me. If price wants to go in my favor, I have my take profit set up here, and I'll gladly take a full plus 2R on the trade. But if not, my stop loss has already moved to break even, so it's minimizing my risk, and I'll go ahead and update you guys here in a bit. All right, guys, so here we are. 10 seconds until the market on closing balance. Kind of just wanted to show you guys how volatile it gets sometimes, and see how price reacts right now. So there it goes. Went in my favor there, missed my take profit by a little bit, and we'll see how it wants to react here. Again, it moves so quick. If I would have been able to take that out up here, if it would have hung out for more than 10 milliseconds, then I would have done it. But again, it's super quick, moves super and erratic, and you kind of just never know which direction it's going to go. So currently, looks like it might work in my favor there. I might take a manual stop out just in case it wants to reverse, but it's pretty close, couple points away there. If we can get it, that'd be great.
Order field.
So we got it. There you guys go. You guys saw the reasoning behind it. I stuck with it, and thankfully we pulled this day around. Did lose some accounts. As you guys saw, the Apex accounts, there was a loss. I'll go ahead and show you guys here in a bit. My funded futures, those unfortunately couldn't keep up, and lost a couple accounts here and there. But I'll go ahead and update you guys on the Apex accounts. All right, guys, here we are on the Apex dashboard. As you guys previously saw, this account, the lead account, it took the first loss without the rest of the accounts today by itself solo, and took the second one, which is a loser, and then the third trade, it was in a bit of drawdown, and unfortunately the account was not able to sustain that drawdown. And as you guys see here, the account is gone. It is unfortunate. Same thing happened in my funded futures. I'll show you guys here in a bit, but it is what it is. So now I'll come here, show you guys the trades I took for today. Okay, so here are the trades. As you guys see, one winner, one loser. This one I had to enter because we entered twice. I had to enter twice because we entered light on size, so I re-entered and for the same position. As you guys see here, pretty similar. Just entered a couple minutes later, but it's the same trade, same execution right here. One winner, one loser. Plus 2R or plus 1R, $200 on the day. I'll show you guys my funded futures. This one you guys probably heard earlier, me calling it out, kind of whispered under my breath. This was the same case as the Apex account. I withdrew too much money. We're starting to learn our lesson that I need to leave a bigger buffer. It's sometimes you have the losses and it takes out the account. And unfortunately, I have to rebuild and regrow these accounts. And these are the 3 that I'm going to start working towards and building them up. These accounts, I take the same exact setup as I do on the other accounts, just larger size and trying to get them to fund it quicker for that reason. So I can actually start pulling some money out of them. Tradeify. Here are the 5 accounts. Again, we were plus 1R on the day, finished the day plus $200. So it was green, but unfortunately we did have the mishaps and the tight drawdown on these accounts that unfortunately they got blown up and now we need to rebuild. So it is what it is. I'm happy that we had a green day. Unfortunate that we lost a couple accounts along the way, but we still have plenty of accounts. I think we lost 4, so we still have 14 accounts. We're growing the other 3 My Funded Futures, of course, because that's my favorite prop firm right now, and I want to make sure I have those and we're able to grow those accounts together and take a potential payout here in April. So again, guys, we were super patient, super disciplined. We took a loser. Actually, we took 2 losses, but first, and the third trade actually worked out in our favor. Luckily, the accounts didn't take that first loss. Only the main Apex account did, and that's why you see it got blown up today. And yeah, it sucked, but it is what it is. So we're calling it a day here. We're able to bounce back from 2 losers and finish off the day green, which is very important, kind of helps in the mindset a little bit. But as long as we make sure we're patient, stay disciplined, and execute the setups to the best of our abilities, I think the winning streaks could start building and accounts will start to grow again. So appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.